Okay, hello again. This is Trice Majestus, and we got a little over 4,000 light years to go to get this lovely mining ship off to the carrier, so we should get things moving. Hello, Camille. Welcome back. Glad to have you. There's the invite. Whoops. Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, it looks like we have Anthony and Philip on tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I sent Anthony a direct message. He didn't answer me, so I don't know if he didn't leave it on.
Oh, he might have gone AFK. He's kind of fond of doing that.
Yeah.
I would never do that, but...
Oh,
Hello, Philip.
Hi. Thursday.
What about Thursday?
Phase 2.
Oh, Phase 2 is Thursday.
Phase 2 is Thursday.
All right, so I got another night of flying ahead. Cool.
Yep.
Galaxy map.
Yeah, they said...
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
morning. If not the morning, it will be the afternoon. So in either case, it will be ready when we're on at 8.
Okay,
So,
works for me.
yep.
All right, so...
So I need to engineer this stupid FSD on the Anaconda, even though once I engineer a whatchamacallit, the cutter,
Mm-hmm.
there will never be any reason for me to ever use an Anaconda again, because I have the Corvette for combat, and then I'll have the cutter for anything requiring cargo. And then I have the Phantom for exploration.
Well,
But I don't feel like having a jump range of only like 25. So I had to fix my my FSD with the time being.
uh-huh. Well, this is good. The neutron plotter says I only have an... Well, it's... Last night it said I had 131 jumps to go. Tonight it says I have 94.
Okay.
Well, that's better than...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 37 jumps of improvement.
Yeah, well, one of those plotters is lying.
Well, no, they're not lying. I don't know what my current one says. Yeah, and my current one is ignoring the neutron star right next to me. That's interesting. Well, let's see if I can...
I have a ton of materials I haven't needed to gone to a trader yet.
Oh, just
I love
wait,
it
you
when
will.
that happens.
Oh, so's the other one. Okay.
Come on, make it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 jumps to a neutron star. 6 jumps to a neutron star. Okay. Well, 7, which is funny. But I can shorten it.
Stupid data mine wake exception.
I went
How far
on
are you? 84. Yeah.
and I made up my mind that I wasn't going to die. I didn't give a damn how. Even if I had to cheat the game, I wasn't going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how did that work?
It worked out fantastic.
Engage.
Right?
Preparing to flood
What did you
space.
do while you were there?
Gathered up shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got there and I had to turn the power on. Well, everybody there, it didn't say scavengers. It just said, go to this place and turn the power on. But there's people walking around, and as I was cutting the panel off so I could get in to turn the power on, they went to shooting at me, and I thought, well, you little bastards. So I jumped up on the roof, and I waited till they stopped firing, and I looked around, and I thought, well, okay. So I jumped off the roof on the other side, and I run out into the planet. God knows how far, jumping over rocks and everything. Called the shuttle. Got on the shuttle, went back, picked up, traded that mission in for another one, because I thought that wasn't supposed to have anybody there.
Mm.
So I got another one that I know that you've been to that
Were
hasn't got
you in
anybody
the
there.
private session?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't PCs, or they would have jumped up on the roof and gotten and killed her.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, so I went and got, what is it, Carvajal?
Carvajal.
Yeah, Carvajal. I went there and found out that, you know, my laser cutter, I didn't have it properly set up in my firing groups, right?
Yeah.
Tyrone comes in.
Damn
He
it.
says, I can fix that. And he shows me on Discord where to go in and fix it. I fix it. It works a dream. And I got in, cut that, turned off all the alarms and the point defenses and everything, and robbed the place blind. Made it back, made my credits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just about now, I got the
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
what do you call that? The gumption to go out and start shooting somebody. But I found out, even though you may not be able to take off from your shuttle from the landing pad, you can run out there in the middle of nowhere and call it to you.
Well, that's good.
Oh, okay. And will it land near you?
Yep, you have to be careful. It'll damn near land on top of you.
Oh. Okay. So I
Interesting.
guess as long as there's no landing pad in your area, it will
You
just
have to
go
get
to
away
your
from the.
actual
You have to get away
location.
from the base where there's. You have to get away from the base where
Yeah.
they can't use the landing pad.
Galaxy map.
Yeah.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
They have a choice to use the landing pad. You better believe they will.
Mm-hmm.
Make you run across to the other side of the base, too.
But anyways, now I can use my mouse to look around and guide the deck
Engage.
cutter and
Charging
lasers
FTL.
and all that stuff.
Cool.
So I'll probably play around a little more tomorrow to make sure I got enough money to buy the Dominator suit and
How
the
much
ship.
is the Dominator do?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh,
Same
okay.
as the ship.
Yeah, Trace. I don't think I'm going to be playing Horizons tomorrow. I have like 200k, I think,
Yep.
and I think I want more credits than that on the count.
Oh, I'm sure I can do a $500,000 in one mission right now. if you rob Carvajal blind, and you can.
So the materials and stuff.
You get
Yeah.
300K, wasn't it? 296, something
It-
like that for just
Two,
the junk.
it's 200 for the mission and 300 for the junk. Plus, you can trade a whole bunch of materials around. So, yeah, I'm not really worried about money.
Oh, okay.
It's all about just having a plan, going in there and executing it.
That's interesting. I never seen this before. There is a signal. What kind of signal is that? Huh. That's interesting. In FS mode, I can actually see Jameson orbiting the
You
planet.
sure you're not looking at, what is that, Founders?
Jameson Station orbits Founders World at a pretty fast clip. You can actually see it move in the FSS.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
System scan complete.
But I feel more comfortable now, Trace. If you decide you want us to come and join you and help you shoot the bad guys, I feel more comfortable.
Yeah, because you can go hide on top of a building, and
You can also shoot over the side of it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I just feel more comfortable now that I got my mouse where I can look around. Before it was just I either had to turn around or something, but now I can use the mouse and just whoop around there and look.
Right.
Where before I had to turn all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that tied to your mouse or that might be tied to your
She changed the mouse from rotate to look.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get you.
That way you can run and use your mouse and guide yourself along the way without having to stop and use the A or the D. You can use your mouse to do that.
Engage.
Frame shift.
Charging FTL.
Going on in
They're going on all the time in different things.
Yeah. I've got A and D set to strafe.
Yeah, I got them A and D to straight.
Yep.
Left turn, right turn if I want to just turn. But with the mouse, I can just whip my head around from side to side.
Yep.
Look up, down, or all around. I kept thinking, these guys are beating me on this stuff because they can look around and see stuff faster than I can.
Yep. And that's because they've got.
I have to get that down.
Yep.
And I use the tool mode and all. Yeah, I feel more comfortable now.
Tell you what gets a bit screwy is if you've got a head tracker like I do.
Now, yes, that would probably make it a little difficult, unless you're used to it.
Well, they don't quite have the integration right.
Yeah.
So I end up with my screen offset a lot of the times, and I have to do a quick right-left look to get myself back centered.
Right. And I also got to open some lockers and took the stuff that was in there, and this, took out the alarms, took out the
System scan
anti-ship and
complete.
anti-personnel, and I went and boarded the shuttle and went back to the station and turned my stuff in.
Yep. Exactly.
So yeah, I figure if I do that about 5 or 6 more times, I'll feel more comfortable doing it.
Mm-hmm. Engage.
Frame shift drive
Preparing for
charging.
warp.
But I think I said once I get my control keybinds where I'm comfortable with them, I don't see a problem.
Right.
4, 3, 2,
Oh, and I did do a good
one
at
button
the
I
end
need
of
to
it.
switch.
I did do a good one at the end of it. I went and landed on this one planet and was just playing around out there. Didn't take a mission, just took a shuttle to a place and then wandered off the base. playing with all my tools and stuff. And I forgot that I had a
Fuel scooping.
hand grenade, right?
Oh,
So I pulled
jeez.
it out, and what do I do? Instead of throwing it, I just dropped it.
Oh, God. Run!
I was like, holy I'm my worst enemy.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to throw the grenades that I picked up.
There's a button key for that.
Oh, I'm sure there is, and I'm sure I don't have it mapped.
I think mine is G, because that's what it said, throw grenades, G.
I have a G set to Galaxy Map.
Well,
Well, you might have to do something different then.
I have my star key set for Galaxy Map, and the dash key right next to it set for System Map. Same as I do on my ship.
Well,
Easy,
I do
out of
have
the way.
spare buttons on my mouse I could use.
I just have whatever ones I programmed for the ship, and I can use Anubis to pull them up if I need it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
System scan complete.
Engage.
Frameshift drive
Spooling
charging.
FTL engines and preparing for jump.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Elite Dangerous LiveStream today, they had the Burr Pit Congo Lion on, talking about Peter the Napper,
Yep.
or Sleeper, and also about them, the boys doing the Congo dance. I like to laugh my butt off. But they didn't show the settlement where there was so many of them trying to fight.
System scan complete.
This is an interesting encoding mission, threat 0.
Engage.
It's so close to the sun.
Fresh
It's
Spooling
so
FTL
close.
engines and preparing for jump.
Where the hell am I going?
I don't know. To your carrier?
Galaxy map?
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Oh, okay, one more jump.
Did you just get into ticket? No? Oh. That was,
No.
you invited Anthony.
Yeah, that was me.
Hey, Anthony! Engage.
Hey, Philip.
Frameshift drive
Preparing for
charging.
warp.
Finally, I came in here and sat down and got on the game. I've been sitting in the living room looking at debris.
Yeah, I told him that you were probably probably had your character on, but
Engage.
nowhere around.
Yeah, sitting here in Jameson Memorial. The ship just sitting here. And I'm sitting in the living room being watching this science fiction show called Debris. I think it's on Hulu.
Ah, okay.
It's like a modern day X-Files.
Oh.
Yeah. What
Fuel
y'all doing
scooping.
tonight?
A tra-
High grade.
Oh, you getting high grade? Oh, okay.
I'm a
Fuel
traveling.
scooping complete.
And Trice is traveling and scanning planets and hitting all the gas stations.
Yeah.
And Zoltar, what you doing?
Just material grinding, trying to get manufactured.
Oh, okay.
So have you tried Odyssey, Anthony?
No, I ain't been on it. No, I've been watching everybody else get killed on it.
Yeah, well, killed is the thing you most often get to happen to you.
Getting killed, fussing on,
There's a
travel time.
there is a heck of a learning curve in that game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. From the looks of it, it seems that way.
Well, you can, instead of traveling 159,000 light years, you can travel 34,000 to a base.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't no but, hold on.
System scan complete.
This must be Philip that's right next to me.
LT5954.
Yeah, that's right next to you.
That's Phillips.
Yep.
Yeah, this must be Philip. Lynn?
Engage.
No.
Frameshift drive.
Spooling
Oh,
FTL
no,
engines
right
and
there.
preparing for jump.
What?
I was looking at this other symbol to see who this was, and it looked like it's way the hell out there. I said, that's Trice. Before you try to zoom in on that one. And you on the other side of me.
2.
Man, I see what you at.
Yeah, I'm out here in my big Corvette. Some boy in a Python decided to yank me out of what I was doing. I turned around there and put a case of Not Today Princess on him.
I just finished outfitting Imperial Eagle. Seeing him mess with a little teeny one.
What are you doing with an Imperial Eagle?
Playing around with it. Got the racing stripes on it. I would engineer this one to see how fast I can get it.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
You could probably get him pretty
Warning.
fast.
Frameshift
Oh,
drive
yeah.
operating beyond safety limits.
I got all my ships I want for this account and stuff.
Are you kidding me? 2 times into the cone and I still didn't get supercharged?
Oh, man.
Are you
Oh,
getting
man.
lazy?
You must have got kicked out like instantly then.
No, he got too much of an angle probably.
Ooh, not that direction, buddy.
They're going to have Odyssey move where you can buy a ship, and the Dominator suit, which is a warrior's combat suit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load that sucker up with a
See what that suit can have.
find me a ship where I can have 2 cargo bays, one for a fighter and one for a SRV. And I'm going to find me a base, and I'm going to go down there and I'm going to shoot everybody on it. I'm going to get sweet revenge.
Oh.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating.
There we go. Now we're supercharged.
Frameshift
I'm trying
drive
to remember the first night
supercharged.
y'all played Odyssey was April the I'm trying to remember what night it was.
Seemed like a month ago.
Yeah, seems that way. But the first night y'all played Odyssey, I think it was on a Wednesday. I don't know if it was last Wednesday, last Thursday.
It would have been last week.
I think it was last
Tuesday,
Thursday. I think it was
It
Thursday.
came out Monday,
System scan complete.
and we waited, I think, till Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I watched that stream, and I was at work watching y'all because I was in the chat.
Yeah.
Now, from my perspective, that was the funniest video that I watched. I mean,
Engage.
Well, you always laugh at our
Friendship
downfall.
drive.
Preparing
You know,
defense
come
space.
on.
no, it's me. Me being at
We
work.
couldn't even
Right.
play the game on. We're too busy trying to keep on our crap to
Yeah,
work.
but like I said, from my perspective,
4, 3, 2,
when I was looking at it,
1.
I wasn't focused on it all the way. I was like doing work and then coming back to it, but I could hear it the whole time. And
Okay.
when Philip got shot,
Now that was a different day.
now, I got to tell y'all from my perspective on this one. When Philip got shot, it was loud because I had turned up the speakers on the computer in the control
Fuel
room.
scooping.
I turned around, and the guy that was working with me turned around, and we both looked at the screen, and all we see from Trice's perspective is him running. Like he tried to
And you
get away.
thought Trey shot him?
No, we thought you had shot Philip. And I even said in the chat, I even said in the chat, I had all of them guys that was in the chat laughing. I said, Lynn knows she shot that guy, and I'm going to act like she don't know who shot him. So everybody that was laughing. So, and I was laughing so hard that my stomach was hurting, and I was in the floor in the control room, and Sam, the guy that working with me, he's looking at me, he laughing, he don't even know he laughing at. By the time I
Galaxy map.
and look at the screen one
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
more time, Trice Nair has just walked up and looking down at the dead corpse. And then I lost it all over again. This time I went on and went outside and sat down outside to get some air because that's how bad my stomach was hurting. That's how much I was laughing on it.
No, I did not shoot you, Philip.
No, I know you didn't, but
But when I came home and told my wife about it, so we were around the whole stream back, and I had to search the stream to find that part where it was at, right? And that's why I said my perspective on it that night, because when I looked at it the next night, it was still funny, but now I saw exactly what had happened. I saw Trice standing there, and Philip got shot in front of him.
Yeah.
And then he went on and continued his mission, and you had got shot also.
Yeah.
So
I
and when
got
looked
shot
again
because I didn't hear him say hold scan.
Right. So then I saw Trice do all his stuff, and then he came back out, and when he was looking at the dead corpse, which I thought was Philip the first night, it wasn't Philip. It was actually Lynn's body. He was looking at. And I was laughing all over again. This time from the real perspective.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know who my damn friends are. Because they see my dead body on the ground.
Well, you know, the funny thing from my perspective is I'm standing there, and I think it was Philip that was right in front of me, and the guard scans me, and then turns around and shoots Philip.
yeah, like, what the hell was that about?
I'm like, what?
And it was what Philip was saying was priceless because he's like saying, I'm dead. And then he repeats it, I'm dead. And then his body is, and I'm looking at the screen, his body is slowly falling to the ground.
Couple of death
Galaxy map.
Oh, man.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
I mean, that just
Oh,
was,
my God.
it was hilarious.
Well, I'm glad we could be of entertainment, huh, Phil?
Oh boy, that man, my stomach was hurting so bad that night. When I saw it from my perspective, it was even funnier then. I was like, man, I said I can't watch them no more. I was sitting outside, sitting out there and getting me some fresh air.
Well, you'd have laughed your ass off today for sure because I was out there in the middle of nowhere. It landed on an abandoned, didn't take no mission, right? So that way I didn't have to worry about it.
Right.
I was out there in the middle of nowhere, going to learn how to use these tools one way or another. Either I was going to learn how to do it or I was going to die learning how to do it. One, two. And I was out there practicing and all this stuff, and I didn't even realize that I had a grenade. And all of a sudden, I pulled this thing out, and it just dropped because I was looking for a tool, and it just dropped a grenade by me, and I took off running. Needless to say, I didn't get far enough fast enough.
Note to self. Note to self. If you take out a grenade, don't switch your tool.
No, don't, because it'll just drop right there at your feet.
and detonate.
And you can't run fast enough to get away from it. I can guarantee, because I had it in high gear, just booking it. It wasn't fast enough. Oh my God.
They got a lot of tweaking to do. But I've
got my key bindings now that I feel like I can go in and start shooting people.
Oh, okay.
I thought about just getting a hold of Phil and just practicing on him.
That's right. What do you think about that, Phil? Oh boy, I was looking at other. I've been looking
You're
at a
not
lot
a team
of
player, Philip. Tyrone said he'd be my dummy.
Oh man, I've been looking at a lot of other people's streams, and that mechanic of scanning, that is a poor mechanic because there's so many people I've seen that be walking and they don't know that the guy done said, "Let me scan you." He could be far off and say, "Let me scan you," and all you see is this little flash of a notification up in the right. If you miss it, you're next thing you know, in 3 seconds, Nash says you evading a scan, and there everybody in the whole base knows where you at all of a sudden, and they coming in on you.
Oh yeah, you can't hide. You
can't hide. They can see you. It's almost
Galaxy
like
map.
switch to predator view. They all got.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Red, they can see
they'll even shoot through the building trying to get you. If you run inside of a building to get away from them, they'll even shoot the damn building where you're at. You're like,
it's like they can see through the walls. Yeah, that's kind of weird. They're gonna have to do something about that because
there's another thing too, that if you scan somebody else's identity to clone their rank so you can get in these buildings.
Right.
Okay, well, if you get scanned by anybody else after that, you're dead.
Yep.
Because they all come after you.
You're not Bob.
Yeah. You're not it.
And
so I usually get in there, turn the power on, go to the command center, turn all the alarms off, turn the anti-personnel off, turn the turrets off, and then I go do what I need to do.
Oh, okay. Is there a time limit on those things when you turn them off?
No.
Elite Dangerous got a funky habit of turning stuff back on.
The only thing you have to worry about is like if the 4 of us land on the base.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
One of us dies and they come back. When they come back on the land, they reset them.
That's how it resets.
Also, you don't want to be doing those missions in open ever.
No, because there's PvPs there that's going to shoot your ass if the guards don't.
Right.
Yeah, and they can the game only acknowledges the first person who landed there as having a mission. So if you have a mission and you go there and someone else was already there first, it's still there. It doesn't acknowledge you have a mission.
That's weird.
I don't know about that. I've seen 2 of them do it.
I've
seen the
people in the squad take hunting missions, but they're just killing random pirates, and that's okay.
No, I've seen 2 that had the power thing to turn the power on.
The problem is when you have to do things.
I've seen 2 that had the power thing to turn the power on. What happens is the guy who turned it on first has to go back and take the power thing.
Preparing for jump.
Oh.
Then the other guy who has the power thing goes in there and turns it on.
Oh.
There's loopholes. You've just got to know how to work with it.
Sounds like okay. Alright, what's the name of that system? Seamless?
What?
B.I. Biggie Bye, B.I. Bo, Biggie Bye Bo.
There we go.
Yeah?
I found a faction that seems to own this system.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything special about them? They're called Kame Inc. K-A-M-E.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Say that again?
Kame Inc. Incorporated.
Hey, Sparky! Welcome back!
Never heard of it before.
Not me either. But they own 2 stations. Multiple Earthlights are in here.
Oh.
Which is odd. Two Earth legs here. Right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not ignoring you, Sparky. It's just I only have one monitor, and I'm right now in playing Elite, so I had to get out of the game and go see what's in chat.
You could
Engage.
put it in Windows mode.
Frameshift drive
Spooling FTL engines and
right.
preparing for jump.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Sparky, for Christmas, get her a second monitor and a monitor stand to attach to the desk.
Four monitors. How many more do you want?
Give me another.
I've got monitors out the wazoo. It's just I haven't hooked them up.
Oh, okay. Well, then he should hook them up for you.
Yeah.
The last time he did anything for my computer, he liked to cause me to have a heart attack because he disassembled it, took all my memory out, my hard drive, and started in that thing.
He gave it a nice cleaning. Yes.
And I just knew he had ruined my whole computer. He's a good kid.
He's not talking about chatting. He went by your house at 4 o'clock, and you didn't answer.
Oh, gee.
Huh? Well,
I got
tell him
yours.
he has a key to the house. How come he just didn't open the door and walk in and say, "Hey, wake up"? At 4 o'clock, I was here.
Yeah, I think you were in the game.
That's right. I was playing Odyssey. I had headphones on. You know I can't hear the dadgum front door knocking. You should just come in and say, "Hey," you scared me, and I'd blow myself up with my other hand grenade.
That would have been funny.
I've got to go down to, what's that? Imperial space. And Stevens, I just realized over here my transactions, I
System
never
scan
turned in my
complete.
Imperial.
Huh.
Sparky, you remember that meme you shared with me about the person with the hand grenade? Well, I did that today. If you want to know anything,
Engage.
Sparky's my son.
Frameshift drive.
Preparing for
Oh,
war.
okay. He's in the chat.
He's in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you know I can't see the chat. Hey, Pocket. Yeah, I'm the other one that harasses his mama.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah.
And look, I got to jump down here and
time.
turn in that last CG that we all did with the double engineered and the Type 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's still sitting in my transaction screen.
Oh, geez, you want to go get your goodies?
Yeah, before they say, "Okay, time's up, you lost it."
No, they don't already gave me the goodies. It just ain't turned the mission in yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The Type 6 I got, and I got both of the double engineered modules.
How'd you do that without turning the money part in?
That's the funny thing. I never turned none of them in, and I just started turning them in. I forgot to do the Imperial though. That one I ain't turned in yet. And I just plotted a course, and guess what? The first system he gave me, I got to jump to, is Bentin, Bentin. I know that system all too well.
Benton?
Yeah, coming from Shinrada.
Yeah.
That's the first system I had ever jumped in playing Elite Dangerous. Where I came into a binary star system, and that's a binary star system. I remember that one like nobody's
System
long.
scan complete.
That hand grenade thing that my son was talking about is from the game Red versus Blue.
Oh, I ain't never heard of that game. Let me take the twin.
I don't either. Farmville 2, Elite Dangerous Horizons, and now Elite Dangerous Odyssey, which is just
I remember Red versus Blue is. You remember those old army men that used to get the plastic ones?
Yeah.
Well, it's a computerized version of them, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Engage.
Frameshift
And you got a red set and a blue set.
Preparing for jump.
Well, he has one who's throwing a hand grenade he throws, and the guy throws it, and it lands between him and the other guy, and it blows up, and he says, "Oh, your aim is bad." And he says, "No, somebody put a damn wall in my way."
1.
or learn how to throw the hand grenade. He says they need to look out where they put the walls.
Well, I guess he misquoted. He changed his mind. It's from Halo.
Okay. Well,
Fuel scooping.
I'm glad he knows, because I damn sure don't know. Oh! I wonder if I'll get some good signal sources in there. There's 162 signals in here.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Fuel scooping
I'm almost
complete.
tempted to go to the dadgum nav beacon on this one.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I would. It'd be a hell of a lot faster.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Okay, nav beacon.
Yeah, it'll be about 20 minutes faster with that many. That's an insane amount.
Yeah, wherever the hell I'm at. I didn't even look to see where I'm at. I was just going to jump back to Shiznawada. Oh, hello, guy. Okay. Well, anyways, that was the hand grenade where he throws it, hits the wall, bounces back, and blows up. And he says, learn how to throw your hand grenade. He says, the wall.
Wow. That's an easy wing mission.
What?
Whatchamacallit, it's a supply delivery run. We need a agricultural supply run. Only 2,000 units
Ugh.
hydrogen fuel, and then we get it's 5 rep or 5 influence, and 5.1 mil.
Go right
System
ahead.
We
scan
could do that
complete.
in a single run.
No, you can't.
No.
It as a wing we could.
You have 4, I have 4, Trace has 4. Figure it out.
It's
Why would you only have 4? Why
400?
would Trace only have 4? You two have
400. That's it.
416 is what I haul in my cutter. Where the hell you been, boy?
416?
Yeah.
That's it? Okay.
I can haul
I'm
more.
sure
You just got an outfit
I
different.
Yeah, if we want to go without shields.
Yeah, you go with that, yeah.
No, thank you.
I'll give you with 4 shields. The 2 top slots hold 256, right?
Right.
250 something, right? The 2 top slots.
Engage.
But I do use the
Preparing
top
for
lot
recharging.
for, AA shields.
That's what I thought. You were going to use the strongest shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of believe in delivering things safely.
4, 3, 2,
Yeah, we don't go under
engage.
honey hanging out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's-
How big is the maneuvering? The cutter?
That's alright. If you use your thrusters.
Oh, okay.
it's one of the fastest straight line ships in the game. Only pitches and rolls. Don't bother yawing. It won't happen.
But the shame, I like your fine.
Yaws.
It's not a yar, it's
No, it acts like a 747 as far as yaw.
that's not good.
Well, on the other hand, it pitches like a beast. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, if you know how to fly it, it's a pretty darn maneuverable ship for a monstrosity that it is. Engage.
Frameshift drive
Schooling
recharging.
FTL engines and
My son
preparing
is
for
sitting
jump.
there quoting the damn game.
Yeah. It's also the fastest of the large ships by a couple hundred meters per second.
4, 3, 2,
Oh, okay.
1, engage.
So the Anaconda is 150 meters per second faster than the Corvette, and the Cutter is 200 meters per second faster than that.
Oh, okay.
But you're not going to get that in one whack.
Yeah.
each. Holy moly! Yeah, there's 162 signals in here, 41,000 light seconds away. I don't think so.
Yeah, none of them will be there when you get there.
Not unless I had Apex Taxi. They seem to get places faster.
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Engage.
5 pirates and only
Engage.
5.4 mil? Are you kidding me?
Schooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
No, I've been telling you that, what, the past 2 days? Have I not, Trace?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Been telling you that for the last 2 days.
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
What do you think? I'm just down here signal source gathering.
Yep. Nothing else you can really do.
Well, I could, but I wouldn't be talking to you guys. I could be in Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But doing those Carvajal missions that are, you know, a $500,000 each. Yeah, that's not bad, but it doesn't have the right.
90,000 is what they pay.
Yeah, but then the you know, the 315 or 320 you get for what you pick up. Yeah, it's $500,000 each.
Well, I was saving them in case I wanted to upgrade my suit. All the problem is I need to find me a suit schematic, and I'm just not ready to go face a bunch of demons.
Yeah, Down to Earth was putting together a if you
I saw it.
yeah a material finder for
Yeah, he has one up. I didn't watch the video, but he
System
has
scan
one
complete.
video up telling you
well the video was him constructing it, so I'm not surprised if he's released it already. Engage.
No, he hasn't released the sheet yet.
Engage.
Because the fact is he hasn't gone
Frameshift
all the way.
Schooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
I think he was doing it by mission type.
Right,
Oh,
and he was
okay.
also asking people to,
Go out and get some information for him. Yeah.
yeah. So,
4,
that,
3,
he's
2,
getting it started.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Be done probably before the real game started.
Right.
And it's basically, but they know where I can get suit schematics where there is no combat, but they forgot what planet or what base it's on. It's like,
Right.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
well, that helps me a lot. And then try Tron or Tyrone told me just to come into the Burr group, hook up, wingman up with him, and he'd take me in there, he'd kill everybody, and I could just rob the place blind.
Okay.
You know, that's one thing about Burr's buddies. They are basically out to just help whoever was willing to ask.
Yeah. Well, it just,
Real nice group.
yeah. Well, when I went in there and I shared my screen with him on Discord, he says,
All in
I
the
see
way.
your problem. Go into your menu. And
Yep.
I did, and I went down there and got on there, and he said, there's your problem. And he said, put this in there. And I did, and lo and behold.
Yeah, the game works a whole lot differently when you got it set up right. Yeah.
Fuel scooping complete.
It's kind of like Larry the Cable Guy. I felt like a one-legged table dancer.
Engage.
Frameshift drive.
Charging FTL.
One of these days, I'm going to have to watch The Larry the Cable Guy movie.
It wasn't a movie, just him telling jokes. He says, die. That's been most annoying or frustrating is watching a one-legged table dancer.
Oh, this huge firefight going on out here. Like right outside of the mail slot. It was crazy.
Oh, go fly right in front of the big beams coming out of this station.
Yeah, sit right in front of one of the big guns.
No, they were using it must have been the rail guns or something.
Well, the station lasers have a secondary effect that they overload your shields and blow them out. They don't just take them down, they wreck them. Hey, Castle! Oh, cool! Castle's been watching all of our videos. Nice!
Well, I don't know. I don't have videos. Trace does. Dylan does. I don't.
Well, he's been watching the whole series.
Oh. it's not serious.
Yeah.
Nothing is scripted. No animals was hurt in filming it.
Oh, God, I'm gonna die.
Paint job scratches and yeah, some sore feelings, but other than that, no. No animals were hurt.
Engage.
Charging FTL.
Oh, what was it? Anyways, I was telling Tyrone and Rob, I forget his name, but anyway.
She. Oh, I'm sorry, Castle. I didn't realize. I'll have to make a note of that. Castle is female. That way I don't make the mistake again.
Don't feel bad. I mean, we don't know. You might have identified as a commander this morning. You know.
Fuel scooping.
Or same meeple, well, we know.
But anyways, I will write it down here on my notepad. Castle is a she female.
Yep. I will endeavor to remember that.
But Rob, you know, I was telling Rob about dropping the grenade and couldn't run fast enough away. And he said, "Oh, you mean like this?" And he just took a hand grenade, dropped it, turned it, and started running. And went boom, and he went dead. And he said, "Boy, that was smart. I had a mission on."
Whoops.
It's like watching Firefly with more comedy. What the hell is Firefly?
Firefly is, I think it's British, but it's a space thing, kind of somewhat on the lines of somewhere around a cross between Star Trek Voyager, the original Star Trek, and Deep Space Nine. Maybe it's kind of,
Firefly?
yeah.
No, it's not.
If it's the one I'm thinking of, I may be thinking of the wrong one.
No, you're right. I'm thinking of had that little bumblebee-looking ship.
Are you Commander Kaylee?
Commander Kaylee, yeah. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Firefly was like a space cowboy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Well, before anything, you know, it'd be like, what is it? Cowboys versus aliens? That'd be about
Oh, that was a good movie. I like that one too. Matter of fact, Firefly made a movie at the end. It was called Serenity.
Yep.
Serenity or Durinity?
Serenity.
Okay.
No, Serenity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Must be on a different platform. Okay.
That was a real good show. It died before its time.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you're on PC because you didn't show up in the list.
Anthony.
Yes.
If you liked Firefly, you'll love Andromeda.
I looked at that was by Roddenberry. That was one of Roddenberry's.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop. Yeah.
That thing he created.
Yes, I looked at all the Gene Roddenberry stuff. That one, Earth Final Conflict, and of course, you know I'm a Trekkie.
Jackie.
Star Trek.
Star Trek. Yeah.
Yeah, it was called Trekkies.
I'm a walkie.
Star Wars.
No. Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Walkie.
Oh, Walkie.
I did ask Arthur, which is the FDev for Elite, when he was going to get us some hover around chairs, you know, for the game, because all that walking was irritating my arthritis.
I know.
He got to laughing at me. He said, well, I hadn't thought about that. Or how about, what are those ones you stand up on?
Oh, the Segway.
Yeah, the Segway.
Yeah, the
He said,
Segway.
what about a Segway? And I said, well, that's not going to help my knees none.
Hey, hello.
I'll be back.
Yellow.
Mm.
They call him Mellow Yellow.
Wait, that's interesting. There's a system called Game as well. I wonder if they own this system too. So Eric
Go check it out.
Bastards named the system after them? I got to check this out.
What's this?
Game. There's actually a system called Game.
Oh yeah, that was actually in the original game.
Oh, was it?
Trey,
Yeah.
You don't want to know what's the name of your head tracker?
Oh, I've got the Toby. Right now I've got the 4C. I'm hoping to buy the 5 as soon as I've got some spare cash. Because I've seen some stuff with the Toby 5, and it's just like, oh my goodness. You know, I thought the 4C was so much better than the 4, and it really is. But the 5 makes the 4C, it just, technology jump. It's just like, wow. So I can't wait to get the 5. I just gotta scrounge together enough money. And right now there's a 15% off sale on the 5. And I still don't have enough money. Oh Lord. But yeah, when I do get the money for the Tobii 5, that's TOBII. It
We'll all be sitting here going car sickness.
no, it'll actually make it smoother and more accurate.
Well, I'm just saying you'll be looking everywhere. We'll all get car sick in the back seat.
But you know, you can see, you know, this one's a little bit jerky when I do things. The 5 is much smoother. So it will be a lot nicer. For me and for people watching. Engage.
Frameshift
Preparing for jump.
charging.
Yeah, now you won't be giving people who are watching Caesars.
It is a steep price. Yeah, $200, $220 retail. But right now with the sale on, they're at $194 or thereabouts. But I tell you, beats the heck out of getting a VR headset. I like the tech better.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
What about a VR headset? I heard that when I got back home.
I said I like the Tobii head trackers much better than a headset.
Fuel scooping complete.
Look, you know with me, I said I like my VR better. But ever since Odyssey, I think the Tobii headset might be a little bit better.
Yes.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to play in VR doing the Odyssey. I ain't gonna be I'm gonna be laying on the ground just like my character is.
You got your clipper to how many light years jump range? Think you're missing a number. 41. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a clipper. Engage.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for
Flying
jump.
what?
He's flying a clipper and he's got it up to 41 light years, which beats the hell out of the 22 he had before.
Oh, yeah. Sound like you've been doing a little engineering.
4, 3, 2.
For verbal commands, I use voice attack, and the voice I've got is Anubis. And give me just a second after I land, or not land, but get into the next system, and I will have Anubis give you his information.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
There we go. Anubis. Anubis.
Yes.
Information.
Anubis, first generation integrated AI.
Fuel
I am designed, edited, and voiced by Zenuel. More information on my creator can be found at zenuel.com. I am currently version 1.0. Thank you for downloading me.
Redwood Hold? Sounds like
Engage.
a prison colony or something.
Charging FTL.
Charging.
Hey, Trace.
Yeah.
Tomorrow when I go into Honesty, as soon as I land, I'm gonna hit my soundtrack and I'm gonna play the Pink Panther.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to turn the sound off for that.
3,
No, you won't hear it. It'll be through my headphones.
Oh, through your headphones. Okay, that's good.
Well, you're sneaking around on the bases. That's what I hear in my head when I'm walking around.
Either that or the Spy Hunter theme.
I
Which
don't know how it goes, but the
dun
beat
dun
says
dun
that
dun da 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 dun 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 da 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 da.
Well, it's just like, I'm like the inspector. If anything could blow up in your face, it's going to.
Eden. I don't know Eden.
Yes, I've heard her voice. Yes, it's good.
Is Eden one of the in-game ones? In-game voices? Or is that an external program? I don't know.
I'll tell you in a second.
All of y'all gonna have the theme song of Benny Hill because you're gonna be chased by them NPCs getting shot at.
No. It'll be the Keystone Cops theme from Charlie Chaplin.
Oh my gosh. Oh, good. I'm gonna have some tunes running around in my head.
Oh, the in-game ones. Okay, I forget what my in-game voice is, the bass one that you just get given. I kind of like that one better than the other ones. I thought of buying the Spock one from Star Trek, just so I'd have Spock as a in the cockpit. Engage.
Frameshift.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
What?
Captain Kirk?
No, well, Captain Kirk did one. Spock. Leonard Nimoy did one as Spock. Scotty did one. There's a whole bunch. There's several of them from the original actors. And they threw in quotes from the TV series and movies as well.
Oh, okay.
But I think I'll just allow Trace to have voice attack. Too many people giving commands is confusing.
I think I might have discovered the
haven't.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have voice attack. I just don't use it.
TD from Dexter's Lab.
Sometimes I feel like I'm from that movie. What is it? Galaxy.
Guardians of the
Yeah,
Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like it.
System scan
Dexter's Lab.
complete.
Yeah, Pinky and the Brain. That's a good one there.
What are we gonna do tonight, Brain? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. We'll try and take over the world. And the only time they almost succeeded was when they were doing Pinky's plan, except Brain deliberately screwed it up.
Yeah.
C-3PO would be cool. Engage. Engage.
Frame
Schooling
shift
FTL engines and preparing for jump.
R2 would be funny, too. All his whistles and chirps and beeps. Now entering the Hieronymus Delta!
2,
I was in FS mode. Who the hell sick me?
Probably the same guy.
Zoink!
Me when I was in FSS mode. And of course, you don't have no guns, so you can't fight.
Pinky and the Brain, 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 brain.
No, oh my god, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Why?
It's another anaconda. I guess I'm not running him over.
Yeah, and he's probably got better shields than you do.
What the hell?
Oh, Lord.
What is that one you keep saying is supposedly the emperor of whatever has long floppy ears? We know, dude. Let's see, how's it go?
system scan
Oh,
Jar Jar Binks?
Jar Jar Binks. Yep, yeah, originally he was going to be the Sith Lord behind everything.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And it's really too bad that Lucas didn't go through with that, because that would have been just so over the top.
Blew everyone's mind.
Oh yeah. Engage.
frame shift drive
Preparing for
charging.
warp.
That would have been fabulous.
Oh, 9,000.
Sorry, Dave. I can't let you do that, Dave.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Doo, 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 doo. Scrolling through all the old-time sci-fi movies. Woo!
Another thing that's funny is when you're in the burr pit and you're talking to him and everything, and you're doing your mission and listening to him talk,
Fuel scooping.
and all of a sudden Tyrone goes, dun dun. You have to stop what you're doing to go see what the heck he's doing. And it shows him on a rooftop sneaking up behind somebody to zap him in the butt with the overcharger. You know, dun,
Fuel
dun.
scoop
And I'm like,
disengaged.
oh my god, you're a honey shooter. 99% of the people he kills is with that stun gun in the hind end. He's got it down to
Gonna get
a fine art.
named the Butt Pirate.
There you go. The butt pirate.
Either that or Sharman. It isn't done until the paperwork's done.
No job is complete until the paperwork is done. Yep.
It's a hoot going over there listening to him.
I may have to do that.
Well, I've learned a lot, you know, just by listening to them and watching them. I've learned a lot. Don't do that.
I may have to go out and hang out with those guys. I mean, You know, I saw a couple of videos with them and a lot, you know, heard a lot about them. And they kind of follow a lot of the same ways I do things. You know, if someone needs help, you just help them.
Well, in honesty, hit up the BUUR group.
Mm-hmm.
And it may take him 20, you know, because he's only out there a certain time.
Right. Have a good night, Sparky.
Good night, Sparky. And you got the Bird Pit Discord, don't you?
If I don't, it won't be hard for me to get it.
Well, yeah, just watch his video.
I'll just go to his video and click on the link.
Yeah. But, yeah. And I've talked about you, how you've helped me in my combat and stuff. So
Yeah.
they should know you.
And I've talked with you know, been on his channel when he was live streaming, so. Who else was I on? I think I was on Exegius's live stream as well at one point. Forget one of them also uses the Toby, and he was. What'd you say?
Commander Prater.
Ah, Plater. Okay. Yeah, I was talking to Plater about it, and I was remarking how he had it dialed in a lot better than I did.
Yeah, but it took him like a whole night to even get it halfway to working.
Well, I think he's got the 5. And, you know, the 5 is so much better than the 4C. I love the 4C. It does a great job. But, you know, I'm looking at something, okay, this, you know, before it was like I had the 4. The 4 was like, you know, compared to the 4C, the 4 was, you know, a beatbox compared to a Mustang. Okay? And not a stock, you know, pretty much, yeah, I suppose maybe a stock Mustang, one of the older models that was restored in good condition. But going from the 4C to the 5, it's like going from, you know, the stock Mustang to a souped up Stingray.
Okay.
So it's noticeably better. And I'm not talking about the underpowered modern Stingrays. I'm talking about the late 60s, early 70s Super Stingrays that were just like absolutely amazing. I actually saw one of those. It was hilarious. I was on one of the local highways that kind of goes through a mall area, and there was a guy in a modern Stingray in the front row, revving his engine and he takes off, and the guy in the old Stingray pulls into the middle, kind of wiggles, and everybody gets out of his way. He caught the guy within 150 yards. It's just like boom. Whoa. Yeah, an engine, and he had the right tires to match. He did not burn any rubber. He just cleanly accelerated. I mean, he obviously knew how the hell to drive a sports car. And that car just moved. And it went, I mean, literally, I mean, you know, a half a mile away, the road turned, and the other car didn't even get halfway to that before he'd gone right by him. And it's just like, wow. That was amazing. Engage.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
Absolutely amazing, the difference in what the older models can do compared to the new ones.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
It's another funny story with sports cars. Back when I was in college, I was heading home from college in my 74 Maverick.
Okay. That's
well, not only that, but it had the small 6 rather than the big 6 in it. So, I mean, the car had no acceleration. But once I got up to a speed, it could hang on to it. So I'm traveling along. Traffic's pretty heavy, and I kind of got forced into the left lane. And then I'm kind of tooling along there, and nobody's really letting me back into the middle lane. And the lane behind me suddenly clears. Like, what the hell is coming? And suddenly a sports car appeared behind me. The hell? So, and as soon as that happened, they kind of, the guys next to me kind of made room for me to move out of the way. So I moved out of the way. And this Lamborghini Countach pulls up beside me. And I'm looking down on his hood. Now, the Maverick is not a tall car. And I'm looking down on the roof of his car. The roof of his car was in line with the bottom of my windows. And I'm like, holy crap. But the guy in front of me was who had been in front of me was absolutely oblivious. So I got to go for a little while with this guy sitting there.
Thanks for making me loop of shame.
So anyway, the guy that was in front of him at that point finally noticed he was there, got out of the way. And so did about 3 or 4 cars in front of him, and the guy had a good half mile of open road. And he disappeared into a dot. It's like, Blake, holy shit. It's just like, how does anything accelerate like that? That was just insane. But it's just like he went from a short car in front of me to a dot in the distance sitting behind another car way the hell up. And it's just like, whoa.
Have you ever had a chance to ride in one of them Lamborghinis?
I would love to, but no, I haven't.
First of all, you
Engage.
if you have
Preparing for
any
jump.
problems, back problems, or shoulder problems, it's not a car for you. Because, you absolutely have to drop your ass to the ground to get in it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get in it, you got all these buckles to buckle you up in it. It's like, wow, this is not good.
5-point harness, yeah.
Get done with that, and the guy runs on it. You have trouble even breathing.
Mm-hmm. I can believe it. With how, I was going, 55 in the left lane because that's how fast the left lane was moving. And at 55, when he finally had clear road in front of him and stepped on it, it was just like instantaneous to whatever the hell speed he was going. He was just gone. Bye! Whoop! Duh!
They're absolutely an insane car. But I took a ride in a Lamborghini, and I took a ride in when I was younger, I took a ride in a Corvette, in a Stingray. I don't know, 5 or 6 miles in them, and then I said, okay, you can take me back home. And they went, what? I said, this is a rough ride, piece of shit. If you think I'm going to go 150 miles in it, you're crazy. Take me back to the house. I'm going to get my comfy car. I'll meet you there. But they're just rough riding. To spend so much money on them, they're rough riding.
Yeah, but they kind of have to be. And because the people who get them want to go fast, and when you go fast, you have to feel the road.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Yep, but it's not for everyone.
Yeah, don't expect me to go right.
Engage.
Preparing for jump.
Charging.
It's too daggone rough.
Mm-hmm.
This is an odd thing.
Everything's odd or amazing to you.
Local activity salvage. It's under a high grade.
Yep, that's normal. Lots of ships blow up there.
I don't remember seeing a salvage icon under it.
Every low-res, high-res, hazardous, yeah, they all have salvage.
No, it's a high-grade signal.
Oh, a high grade. Yeah, well, that's what you're doing. You're salvaging.
Well, yeah, but when they say salvage, I'm assuming they mean like,
No, they mean you're salvaging.
okay. I didn't realize materials count as that.
Yep, they do. I don't even know what I don't know what an XKE is. Sorry, I'm not all that much. You know, I know a few cars, only because I've seen them.
Oh, it's a European Jaguar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice cars. Jags are nice cars.
Wait a minute. Castle is a she. And when she was in the military, she
Are you
had a 68
Sure, it's Castle and not
XKE.
Castell?
It's spelled C-A-S-T-L-E, Castle.
Okay, yep, that's Castle. Okay.
Would you like to go over there and see if you can pronounce it?
Jags are nice cars. I don't think Jaguar's ever made a car that wasn't nice.
System scan
But
complete.
they low to the ground too.
Oh yeah, they're sports cars. Jag had a V12, and that car. I mean, I saw its specs. That car would have scared even me to get into. I don't know how anybody could drive it. Insane amount of horsepower
Yeah.
and smooth as butter. Engage.
I'm surprised the
Frame shift
V12
drive.
Preparing to
wasn't
fold
fitted
space.
to a Jag.
Oh, the XKE was the V12. Okay. It was the only 12-cylinder sports car ever made. If my...
The Jaguars has that extremely long hood
Yeah.
and that short trunk.
Yep. Yeah, it was, everything I read about it, it was an absolutely amazing car. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Boy Scouts, I don't know whether it was his car or his daddy's car, but he drove the old Jaguar to Boy Scout camp. It was an older model one.
Hmm.
70.
Oh, okay.
I remember when Jaguar released that 12-cylinder, and I was like, ooh. Of course, I was young enough and stupid enough that if I had had the money, I would have bought one and driven it. Probably would have killed myself.
Complete.
The insurance on it would have been insane.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe people actually drive those cars.
it's another one of those cars where if you have to ask what the mileage what it gets for mileage, you can't afford it.
Yeah, it's like a half a mile gallon or something.
Or if you ask what the insurance
Engage.
is on it, forget it.
Frame
Charging
shift drive
FTL.
Yeah.
charging.
Oh yeah.
You need to ask what the insurance is on it. I thought you shouldn't be thinking about buying one in the first place.
Nope.
4,
But
3, 2, 1. Engage.
oh yeah. Lots of power. What was it? 650 horse or something like that? It was something crazy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, literally, anything on the road, it would outrun. It was such a high-end machine.
Fuel scooping.
Well, now you know what that signal source was, now don't you?
Yep.
Know where your car goes, Scoot.
Yeah, I know.
God, I would have loved to have had that car. Of course, I would have definitely gotten tickets and probably cracked it up and
couldn't have pulled the trick that I did on the highway patrolman when he pulled me over. He said, "Boy, you're flying low there, wasn't you?" And I said, "Well, no, not really." He said, "You know, you're not allowed to fly on this road." And I said, "Really? I fly over it all the time." And they said, "Well, you're going to get in trouble." And I said, he said, "Let me see your license." So I just pulled out my pilot's license and handed it to him.
Fuel scooping complete.
He said, "Do you think you're funny?" And I said, "No, sir." He said, "I wanted a license." And I said, "That is a license. That's my pilot license, so I can fly."
Aha. This Navy corpsman wouldn't have been a Annapolis graduate, would he? Because they tend to have the cash to be able to afford such a lovely toy.
What is it? 1968 XKE Jag would cost you in the neighborhood of what? 125,000?
System scan complete.
150,000.
I thought the XKE was later model than that. It went for $500,000.
No, I was talking about the 68 model.
Ah, okay.
What you could buy it now for.
That kind of sucks, yeah. Engage.
Frame shift drive.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing
Car
for
like
jump.
that, you don't put it in the garage. You buy a house for it. Basically.
Really? No, because the house didn't cost enough to put a car in.
3, 2, 1.
So you're paying like 100,000 for a car. Over 100,000. Might as well go all out.
Oh, okay. His father was a commander. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah. Daddy supplied the toys to the boy.
Yeah. And if he's driving at something like that, gotta wonder if he wasn't a naval aviator. The need for speed.
Or an astronaut. They seem to like them Corvettes and the 56 T-birds.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a pilot thing. Yeah, it. Hate to see a T-bird wrapped around a tree.
Like those crazy pirates that are always flying experimental aircraft.
I would have happily been one of those had I, had the chance.
Really?
Yep.
Haven't you seen him fly his little ship
System
around?
scan
You
complete.
gotta tell me he's gonna fly one in real life any different.
Well, the difference is you have to rely on some no-name company that may or may not have screwed up the build. So, yeah. I'll let someone else test it out first. Thank you very much.
Most of them was not a no-name company. They knew everything about them, including what kind of underwear they wore.
Okay, so he probably was a pilot. All right, cool. That would also explain his love of fast cars. Engage. Yep.
Frame shift
Preparing
drive.
for warp.
8 minutes.
Yep. How many jumps do I have to go? 13 jumps.
Getting close.
Well, I don't know how far I am to the carrier at the moment because it was taking me on the long way around things. So I'm cutting back.
Did Anthony fall asleep on us?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I haven't fell asleep.
He's been in Seoul just sitting there. So, who knows?
Well,
No,
I
just-
tell you, that is something
That's
right
just,
there.
I'm
that
sorry,
is
did we
drool
wake
running
you up?
down his chin.
You know what? I have made made comments on almost everything y'all said. But
He
it
was
would have been
muted.
nice if I would have took it off mute.
Oh my God, he was
I
muted all
was
the
wondering why
time.
y'all ain't never say nothing back. You know, not saying anything or anything. And then you said, did I fall asleep? I was like, huh? And I look up there, and yep, just as sure as hell, I'm on mute.
God.
Wait, whoa. So you were talking this whole time?
Yeah.
No, I was making comments to a lot of stuff y'all been saying the whole time, including that my cousin had a Jaguar, which was the
System scan complete.
XJS that had the 12-cylinder. I
Hmm.
wrote
For the past 15 minutes or so, we
Hey,
didn't
so,
hear a
I've
damn
been
thing
on
you
mute.
said.
You think we were mad at you or just ignoring you or something?
Look, I said things and y'all ain't say nothing, and
Engage.
I kept on going doing my stuff, right?
Frameshift drive.
Preparing to fill
You just
space.
said, did I fall asleep? I was like, wait a minute. I've been on mute the whole time.
Oh my God.
Okay, Anthony, now you got to do the homer. Don't!
3, 2, 1.
Oh, gee.
Well, golly.
And I've been listening to y'all the whole time. What's going on? I'm making my little comments to y'all. Talking to my
You
damn
know, it
self.
should have gave you away that either Trace or I didn't come in and come back to you. You should have realized
I
something was
should have
wrong.
realized it. I should have known.
You should have known.
Oh, my goodness.
There's sometimes I thank God for that mute button, and there's other times I forget that it's not on when I make my comments. It's like, damn, that's out there on live air.
And then you're on mute. You make a comment that had to be timed.
Yeah. Yeah, and then when you come on, it's like it ain't gonna make no sense now.
Yeah.
Dang.
Or I'm telling you that the anaconda is clean, don't shoot it. All the time I'm muted. And it's like, oh, don't shoot the anaconda.
I wish they would give some more purpose to these fighters, like the Imperial Eagles.
Well,
They
you may
don't-
get it in Odyssey.
Yeah, I think they'll do good in Odyssey. They're
They're
small
small
fighters.
enough you can fly the pathways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Eagles are like oversized fighters,
Yeah.
basically.
They may be small enough you could take them down here and zap people in the butt with them.
Yeah.
The other ones you should be able to bring down there are the
Turret.
vultures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vultures should be able to pull it off.
You know, sometimes I don't understand what Frontier is doing. They're talking about dropships using vultures. When we got a federal dropship already in the game, I don't
Probably equipped
I
different.
don't get that one.
Probably equipped different.
Engage.
Like for instance,
Frameshift drive.
Preparing for jump.
should always be the federal dropship.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And right now the little taxis, I don't understand why they don't just use the little small dolphin for that.
Yeah.
It is a passenger
3,
ship.
2,
Yeah.
1.
Show us what other things are.
Yeah, but that adder look kind of stupid with all those little seats all in the cockpit that don't belong.
May have to take a cheap down on one of them, see what it can do.
Yeah, Chieftain looks more like a dropship. You like that would be a dropship too.
Yeah. Well, like I said, whenever I can afford it, I'm buying a. Hopefully, I've got two big cargo bays. One where I can load a fighter on it, and one I can load an SRV on it. And I'm taking it down there to see which one does the best on them people on the ground.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna get me some sweet revenge just because I didn't hold.
System
You're
scan
gonna shoot me
complete.
and kill me? Okay.
Wait till I get my big guns. Engage.
Yeah, and all the time when I swoop down there,
Engage.
Preparing for
you're
war.
full.
Charging.
Okay, you're dead.
Well, I want to see two things. What can the dumbfire missile do, and what can the torpedo do now with ground people?
Supposedly.
So there, out of reach, and I can shoot a missile all of that.
Supposedly you can't do any damage crash from a ship to the ground, but it didn't say anything about a fighter.
Well, the thing is, though, if you use a dumbfire missile, they have like their damage spreads out.
What the hell is this shit?
I don't have to
Yeah.
aim. I can shoot in one area, and the splash damage is gonna get everybody.
It's a rescue ship. Don't shoot
It's
it.
an aspect explorer here.
It's a rescue ship. Don't.
Oh,
It says search and rescue, does it not?
oh yeah.
Fuel
So,
scooping complete.
well, no one's here to save. You're too late.
This is strange.
What?
I'm sitting in the solar system. I'm sitting in Galileo. Cause I came over here to get some weapons under the Zachary Hudson system because you can get them for cheap. When you get weapons, it's cheaper than Sharada. And I'm sitting here in the hangar, and it's, you know how in the Odyssey when you go in the hangar, you got a door where you can go through the head to the social system, the social network, wherever you go. It's like that in here already.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably adding it.
You got a door here, just like you would get out and walk through it.
That's been there. Just most people don't notice it.
Oh, okay.
System scan complete.
I know a lot of the stations don't have it, but they're all gonna be modified to have
Engage.
it.
Frame
Well,
shift
phase
drive.
four,
Preparing
when
for
they
jump.
start to incorporate our commanders and all of our assets, I'm going to take a snapshot of all my assets and what my money is and pray that they don't break the original game.
Oh yeah.
4,
I remember one time they did one of them like this, and a lot of people lost stored modules.
Yeah.
Like stored no, was it stored modules or they lost their pins, their engineering pins.
Right. Well, I've got mine that I took out there at Colonia. I'll just take a snapshot of the rest of them.
Oh, okay.
fuel scooping.
That's not a bad idea.
Cover your butt with both hands.
Yeah. That's a pretty station in Galileo.
Elite Dangerous is an all-awesome game, but I don't trust them as far as I can pick any one of them.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, there's a few of them. You might get a couple of feet, maybe.
Well, some of them are pretty runny, aren't they?
You would think they would make these stations in the solar system real special.
No. Everybody knows it. Everybody hates our universe or our system.
Well, you said they want to burn soul first.
Yeah. They've been there, they've done that, now they want to move on to something different.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just going to pray that they don't mess up the game where you can't even play Horizons, right?
System scan complete.
Yeah. Well, I gotta train myself
Engage.
to play without VR now.
Frame
Preparing for
shift
jump.
drive
So how
charging.
far away are you, Trace?
I'm traveling. No, it's 10 o'clock, so am I going to a yellow orange now? So I could
4,
check there.
2, 1, engage.
But I think I'm gonna go a couple more. Oh no. Yeah, why not? I want to get closer.
You're Alex Skylark, right?
Yeah.
Fuel scooping.
Oh,
Yep.
damn. I gotta tell the guy that Trace the Justice is actually Alex Skylark in Odyssey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that because I didn't want.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, the cross.
Yeah, I didn't want it to cross over and end up screwing stuff up.
Oh.
By all rights, it shouldn't. But yeah, I was thinking maybe I should change my name. But
Who writes software for a living?
Z-Twine, so it should be alright.
Laid back commander.
System scan
Yeah.
complete.
The Burr Pit got a kick out of that, and I said, yeah.
Engage.
Anthony. gave me that name.
Preparing to fold space.
The laid back. Once you told me how you played the game, I was like, laid back.
Well, that's some. This one gentleman, he's 60. What did he say? He was 65 or 66. And he has his set up around his recliner too. Except his recliner has the heated back on it and the little vibrating system, so when his shoulders get hurt, and he can turn it on and heat it the shoulders and all that. I said, do you have maid service too? And he said, no, and I don't ask my wife either.
Smart man.
Ain't lying.
Oh my God, it's okay. But I'm so glad they helped me fix my mouse. I was fixing to just throw the whole damn thing out the window.
I know it's right.
I didn't have my mouse locked on the forward and the backwards and the left and the right there, Anthony, on Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
And so I either had to turn completely around or whatever, but I couldn't get my cutter to work. It just would not go around that little box. And I thought, people do it all the time. There's got to be a way, and I'm just missing the key binding. And so I shared screens, and he's right there's your problem. He fixed it in about 5 seconds. And I mean, boy, I'm a cutting fool now. I can cut anything.
That's right. Oh. I'm going into the mission board. I'm allied with everybody in here. How did I get allied with everybody? I've never been in the solar system with this account.
They could have been
the missions?
representatives in another station.
There must be one down in Nano Man when I was down there doing the
Rescue mission?
rescue missions. Yeah.
That could be. Engage.
Because I'm allied with everybody.
Charging FTL.
See how far you were. Thought you could have stopped. See how far you
Yeah, I decided I'm going to go a couple more jumps.
Oh, okay.
That'll get me closer to the neutron star, so it'll map correctly.
You need 4 jumps to get to a neutron star. Shows you how thin the neutron stars are over there.
Yeah.
The neutron stars that anybody has mapped, there's probably more than that out here. You just have to hunt for them to find them. I mean, not every neutron star is mapped and listed.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why, you know, when you're closer to the bubble, the neutron star highway works a heck of a lot better. Just because people have been to them all. Out here? Who knows?
It's undiscovered, most of it.
Yep.
Why are you headed to the fleet carrier?
Taking a
Um,
mining ship.
Oh, he's taking a mining ship over there.
Yeah.
That way, if he ever goes back out there, he can mine. He can mine while he's waiting on his his courier to get there.
System scan complete.
Engage.
Frameshift
Preparing for jump.
Time, ain't it?
4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been at this almost 6 now.
What the hell is... Wait. Did they add a moon?
3, 2, 1.
Did they add a moon to this station? Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I think they added a moon to this system. That wasn't here
Since
before.
we don't... It probably was, you just didn't pay attention.
Fuel scooping.
Considering they haven't regenerated the background since the previous exploration system went live a couple of years ago.
In the bubble, nothing here is randomly generated. Well, except the surface. But the planets and stuff are
Fuel scooping complete.
like
just didn't see it.
Good, man.
No, maybe the moon is just closer than it
System scan
usually is.
complete.
You can't see how it orbits with the current
Engage.
orbit
You
system.
can look in the
Preparing for
aura.
jump.
No,
Look in the aura.
it's yeah.
They'll tell you how it orbits.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, Anthony moved!
Oh, Sydney now.
No.
Oh no! The world's gonna end! Anthony moved!
He went to Tuba.
Turfa!
He's probably right.
He went too far.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, man, that's so.
Yeah, that's so.
Fuel scooping complete.
You got right into the side station there, too.
I'm good. There you are.
Sounds like my neighbor's riding his lawnmower up down the road.
System scan complete.
Pretty sad when you're in the country like I am
Ah,
and you hear
damn,
something coming and it's
bored.
somebody riding their lawnmower because they didn't want to break out the car.
Engage.
Frame shift drive.
Preparing to
They
form
come
space.
by with their glass of tea and their straw hat on and they ready to tee up and keep on going. It's like, okay.
There you are.
As long as they don't fire up the harvester and drive it down the road, I suppose you're okay.
2, 1.
I'm locked up. Right. Oh, I tried to limp it.
That's a $400 fine.
My mouse is dead. Move. God damn it.
With that high-paying job you got, I figured you'd have a new
System
mouse by
scan
now.
complete. Fuel scooping.
If nothing else, just go to Walmart, buy a cheap one until they got the better ones in stock.
So don't like hotels?
I don't know what he don't like.
I don't have one yet.
Oh,
Fuel scooping
hey, it's a
complete.
bad time to buy one then. Huh.
Well, that's why I always, everyone who's been coming around say they're having trouble, I pointed them to B&H Video.
Yeah.
Because at least they're not going to price gouge you. You'll end up on a waiting list, but they're not going to price gouge you. Engage. Engage.
And they're not because
Preparing for war.
Charging.
They have the exact, precise list price, and that's what they always sell it at unless there's a sale going on. They never jack the price up because the demand is incredibly high. So,
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, and God, shooting a limpet off in the station doesn't count as a what? Good for me. That means I don't get TV.
Damn, I get to see you go boom today.
System scan complete.
gas station! Get your gas, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, there's a Walmart's close to you, and they got a whole bunch. They got Logitech and everything, and they're in stock in store. So
The regular price?
Logitech. Let's see, where is it? Wireless cordless.
Oh, if it's Logitech, yeah, they're gonna have regular price, I think.
$13.88.
Oh, for a mouse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nope. Ain't doing it.
What?
When I was coming back from oh yeah, I take this one. When I was coming from Seals earlier today, I was flying back, and I had passed like 3 T-stars, a couple of brown dwarfs, and finally I was like, okay, my gas hand is getting low. I said, let me check this map. If I would have kept on my present course, I would have ran out of fuel.
I had that happen a couple of times, where I had to alter course.
They also have a Steel Series Rival 3-wheel optical gaming mouse with brilliant prism RGB lighting for $29.88.
It's not bad for a Steel Series.
Until he can afford his, or they get the one in stock for him.
Steel Series is the company that makes my headphones. I like a lot of their products. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
But then, if he fixes his mouse, they won't have nothing to blame.
True dat. All right.
You don't look like you went that far today. You don't look much farther than you were yesterday. You're over the border, it looks like now. But
Yeah, I crossed over the border about 6 jumps into the night, and I've made about 1,000 light years of progress.
Yeah, it's about 1,000. Where he was last night is about over 1,000 light years to the border. It just don't look like very far, but when you're jumping, it's very far.
Oh yeah.
So I got 3,481 light years to go.
3 days if you're hauling like you are now.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. This has not been... I did not get a single neutron jump tonight. Oh, no, I got 1. No, actually, I didn't get any.
Yeah, you got
No,
one.
I got 1.
It just wouldn't take.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take. Remember, it wouldn't charge you up.
Yeah, but he took it.
I went back around and got it the rest of the way because the next jump was 184 light years. But that was the only one I got the whole night. So...
Damn.
Wow, you got 8 people watching you. Thank you for watching.
Good night.
Yeah, thanks. We're
Good
watching.
night, Commander.
Of course, I said it was a good night, and Anubis thought I was saying good night to him. So
You're not, Commander. Sleep well. Don't let the space mites bite.
Oh man.
I would really like it if they let me sit down in the stations while I'm waiting on people to show up instead of having to stand there.
So I went from 94 jumps to 59.
Okay. You should be able to do that in one night.
That's 2 nights.
Time can go.
94 to 59? Yeah, it's 2 nights.
Can't quite make it in one night since it's
Not unless he goes an extra hour over.
Yeah, and it's work nights, and I'm not going to do that. But that means I'm not going to get it since Thursday they're coming out with the second alpha. It means I'm not going to be able to do it until next week. So at any rate, so just under 40 jumps. and 1,000 light years. Not bad for one night. And since we will not have a new Odyssey beta tomorrow night we will be back flying to try and get to the carrier and see how much distance we can get. We're obviously not going to get there tomorrow night, so we'll get as far as we can. I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. And as far as those who joined us in chat, Camille, thank you very much for joining us. Sparky, I know you've already left, but you may come check this later. Thank you for joining us. Castle, thank you for joining us. Yellow, thank you for joining us. Anybody else? I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did miss somebody, I'm sorry. I apologize. I try and give a shout out to everybody in the stream that comes into the chat. And Lynn, Philip, and Anthony, thank you for joining me in the wing. It was a pleasure as always.
No problem.
So we will continue with trying to get out to the carrier tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Trace Majestus signing out.
Beep, 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 beep. That's all, folks.